Our wonderful crew here at Squirrel Hill Sports Bar as we are on our CSR summer tour. A lot of things upcoming. Please stay tuned to our social media. Justin LeBar, intern Juice. Follow him at Juicy Steen. No Rennell Hunt. No Josh Eisenberg. We're just cutting to the core. WWE apologists over here make excuses. You want somebody that cuts to the chase, speaks how you think. Well, we got him right
I'm a
here.
man of the people.
Man of the people. Our Extreme Rules predictions brought to you by WrestleRumble.com. Go on. You can make your predictions about the pay-per-view winners. Every match is worth points. The people with the most points win money. Top and other prizes. Top prize this time around, $500 for first place, as well as an autographed copy of Bill Apter's book, Is Wrestling Fixed? I didn't know it was broken. That's the title. Great title. You can also purchase it on Amazon, all your local bookstores. Fabulous stuff. Bill Apter, tremendous guy, really. Tremendous guy. The original guy talking and reporting on pro wrestling way back before the rest of us. Way back before that internet thing came about. All right, wrapping up predictions. Final two matches. Kalisto, Rusev, U.S. title. Let's just put it out there, Juice. Is there any way Rusev doesn't win this title?
I think I finally, again, I agree with you. I believe it was you that tweeted that if Rusev wins, it only sets up John Cena's return even more. And I would go with Rusev, and I'm going to throw this out to you too. Just the speculative thing. If Cena returns, or when he does return, do you think there's any chance that Seth Rollins upstages John Cena in Seth Rollins' way and returns as well? During the scene, like he comes out, he has a big promo.
That would be intriguing. It'd be an intriguing segment. And as soon as you said it, it made me immediately think about when The Undertaker came back years ago,
And
leading up to
Triple
Mania,
H.
and Triple H cut him off. But my thing about that is, I think we assume that Rollins is going to come back, be a babyface, want to get right back into his world title picture. So I don't know what it. Unless he upstages Cena to say, oh, Cena, good to see you're back. Go fight for the U.S. title. I want my world title back.
Exactly.
But my only problem with that is kind of demeans the U.S. title. Kind of, But I like the thought. I do like the thought.
In
It's
a Seth Rollins way,
hell of a
though,
segment.
I don't think, again, he has to be a babyface. I think it's what everybody's thinking. I mean, he might not be that way. He might be a heel. Who knows? But I think even if he upstages Cena and does his own thing, that's just him.
Yeah.
He can be him
agree.
and be a face or a heel that way. And I don't know if it would demean the U.S. title. It just means that he's trying to prove that he's better than John Cena.
Well, and how appropriate would it be to Cena's tweet this past week saying, talking about how fast he comes back from injuries and then praising Seth Rollins, a little bit of a babyface rub. So how ironic if Rollins comes back and upstages him. But yeah, Rusev got to win this.
Definitely.
You know what I'd like to see out of this? I've said this before, I think on radio, and I've said it to you off air. I would love to. Maybe not this match. Maybe Rusev needs to be a little bit more dominant. But I'd like to see very soon Rusev getting some wins because of Lana. She's a great aspect to this whole package, but they're heels, and I can never recall Lana really getting involved. And I feel like you're a heel. You should be doing dirty things. But that's me.
I agree, but Rusev is not the guy that is like the Miz. He doesn't need a dirty win. He can do it by himself.
Well, and against Kalisto, he probably needs to take care of business.
But I do agree. I think in a case like this where Kalisto's a wild card, he's a cruiserweight type guy. Yeah. You might need Lana to pull the leg.
If Rusev ends up fighting John Cena for the U.S. title, defending the U.S. title against John Cena, Money in the Bank, and obviously Cena's gotten the better of Rusev in the past, that would be a time for Lana to somehow get involved.
There you go. But
rake some eyes, do something.
She could totally do the same thing with Kalisto, though. Stop the high flyer.
Well, he has a mask on. He can't rake the eyes.
True.
All right, finally, last one. Added on SmackDown this past week, Gallows Anderson versus the Usos, Texas Tornado match, which for those of you not familiar with that, basically everybody's in the ring all at the same time. Correct?
This is correct.
I'm just checking. That's what you're here for.
I'm the fact checker.
You are the fact checker.
Boys
versus not your boys.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing is, the Usos have been elevated ever since this feud began. Whether it's because they promoted Carl Anderson and Gallows as this higher up the guys from Japan, and they got this prestige to them and whatever. But I think the Usos have been so elevated because of that, and I think they're on the same ground. They've beat them a couple times now on TV and such. I think the Bullet Club, the club, whatever, these guys, they got to win. They have to win. If they don't win, I don't know.
I agree. I agree with you. Gallows and Anderson, whatever you call them, they need to win. Going back to where you don't win Wrestle Rumble without taking a little bit of a detour, I have a bad feeling the Usos are going to win this, which is then going to anger some people.
But it would anger the club, which would make sense.
And it might play into what happens going back to the beginning of the weekend here. hell might break loose in that world title match. It might play into somehow that might play in. I don't know exactly how, but I have a bad feeling. While I'd like to see Gallows and Anderson get their first pay-per-view victory, that the Usos are going to find a way to win this.
I think I agree with that, and I believe that if it was obviously going to come before the world title match, and let's say Gallows and Anderson lose, and they're heated, they're upset, they got the world title match, their boy, my boy, everybody's boy, going for the world title, and he's having a tough time. They try to
Not my boy.
They try to interfere, and it doesn't work, and then AJ loses. Why not raise some hell? Why not beat everybody up, beat everybody down? AJ's like, you know what? I have to side with the guys that have been with me the whole time. And he turns full heel. And then you start going, and then who knows where they go after this.
He's chomped around the country with me with pro wrestling. He's got a lot of stories of his own. You can hear him on Triple Live Radio. Follow him at Juicy Steen. He'll definitely engage you on Twitter with the most interesting of factoids and stories. Some true, some not. But, hey, you just want to be entertained. At Justin LaBar, WrestleRumble.com. Sign in, sign on. You got till 7:59 p.m. Eastern Sunday night. Thanks to Squirrel Hill Sports Bar. Thanks to Dave. Thanks to Hannah. Everybody here. David Allen making me look so good, or as best as I can look.
Yeah, right.
We got plenty more CSR coming up next week. See you on social media.